Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for some more battles, some more battle commentaries in the Battle for the Old World tournament. And joining me is
Me.
him,
It's me.
another individual. And
Yes.
today we're going to be looking at Warrior Sparta fighting Havoc. I'll be checking out the Spartans, and you'll be checking out the Havocs.
Yes.
Dot 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 dot. The Spartan army has destroyed my mind right off the bat. Look at this front line. What is going on with this front line? It's just an absolute mess of loads of different units just in a line.
Yeah, it's
There's
like
there's no system. There's no system. Anyway,
it's like what the like Joey and like the people from CA do when they're trying to like show off the game before it's released. They just grab all the units, make a line, no matter what it is, just throw it all in there, and then just it's not even. It's weird because some units are in different like columns than other ones, like different sizes. It's like you
yeah,
put them each individually on purpose
oh
there,
my
but
God.
still in like it's really weird. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Blown my mind, Warrior Sparta. But just for the record, what he did bring was Iron Breakers, Longbeards, great weapons. Two of those, then Thunderers, then more Longbeards, then Thunderers, then Longbeards, then Thunderers, another Thunderers, Longbeards, Hammerers. So that's the line. It's probably going to want to switch that up before the battle starts. So that's going to be really hard to just even imagine what's going on in. I'm not commentating on that battle. And there's also gyrocopters off on the left. Got two grudge throwers at the back and a runesmith, I believe, yep. And Hairman. Big Mohawk following up at the rear. So that's the Dwarfs.
Yeah.
Who's facing them today?
Greenskins. It's a standard greenskin versus dwarven battle. We have 5 units of Night Goblin Archers of Fanatics, which is really awesome. I don't know if you've seen the Fanatic units yet in this game, but they're pretty fun. He has 6 units of Black Orcs at the front line, with Grimgore backing him up as well. He's got 2 Goblin Wolf Chariots on the left side and 1 on the right. He has some Goblin Wolf Riders, 3 of which, 2 of them on the left, 1 of them on the right, and 2 units of Orc Boar Boy Biggins, 1 on each side as well.
Lovely. That's a pretty messy formation as well in terms of the flank deployments.
Yeah.
They're different. You lose, disqualified.
How dare they? Right. You want to actually see what happens at some point?
Okay, let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, play. All right, Warrior Sparta. You got 10 seconds to sort this out. If you just stay in this formation, then I'm disqualifying you from the tournament.
You're a very hard ruler, aren't you?
It's harsh, but it's necessary in order to preserve the sanity of my commentary abilities. Not that that's particularly strong already.
Oh god, he's just staying. He's not doing anything.
He is just standing
he's firing
there.
his,
He's switching
grudge
up a
throwers.
little bit. So the grudge throwers are attacking. Orcs forced to attack, and they're going to have a free flank attack by the looks of things. He's going to fold to try and stop that. I'm guessing the Orc player basically is just going to run into the front of the Dwarfs, which in some cases will be Thunderers if he doesn't rearrange the line, so that might be okay. But I guess maybe just relying on the fact that Thunderers are okay in melee with their ridiculous armor and okay melee stats. Like, he doesn't mind using them as his melee units. Just trying to extend his line.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he just... I don't know. It's not technically a terrible idea, I suppose, but it's not great.
That's the official MrSmartDonkey endorsement. It's not technically a terrible idea.
Well, the thing is, like, he has so many units at the front there that he could just make a regular line and still have plenty of units covering the front line, essentially. It's not like he has to do
a line
that.
would probably be fine.
Yeah.
Looks like the archers on the Orc side starting to pepper the Dwarves, but they probably don't care.
There must be
Basically
a
immune
reason
to archer
behind
fire.
it. I want to talk to Warrior and ask what the hell is going on there.
Man, he's getting his grudge throwers attacked by the light cav,
God.
or the wolves, as it
I
were.
realize. See, if he had guns, he could turn those around and just fire at them.
He's going to fold in the flank defenses to try and counter that.
Oh
But
my god, he's gonna get
might
charged
be
at
attacked on the flank if he does that.
He's sending the Iron Breakers out towards the Orc Boar Boy Biggins.
Looks like he stopped that unit. What's on the other side? Other side still.
Must have get one satchel
skirmishing.
off.
Cheeky explosion.
It's one of them.
Most of the ball boys going to
One of the grudge throwers is dead though. Yeah, his
Lost
formation's
the grudge
being
thrower.
pulled apart here.
Yeah, I thought that the use of the wolves wouldn't be very effective because they're basically light cav. Like, they wouldn't do any damage to dwarfs. But I guess the grudge thrower was the one unit they could take down, and they managed to get away with it. So cheeky.
Oh, the cheek of it. How dare they?
Cheeky wolves. Yeah, it's a cheeky rear attack on the hammers as well. Let's see, it did, I don't know, no damage approximately. Just to confirm that it doesn't do anything. Just wanted to
Yeah.
check.
It's the health damage more so than the actual
Chariot's
killing.
getting blown up.
I think I think Havoc is just happy letting his units deal with all this while this like main line of Black Orcs sort of sit back there.
Gradually sneaking out. That Runesmith went out to fight the line on his own.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what his idea was there. He's getting blown to pieces now, but
it's going to be surrounded quite
he's just
rapidly.
walking backwards. What is this? What is happening in this battle? Have we got a corrupted safe file or something? Is something going off
It's
here?
a possibility. I feel like some of these units would have done something by now in a traditional battle.
I feel like, yeah,
They're just standing there.
The front line of war, as if he's not there, like he's forgotten that he had a main line as well. Like,
I think he's AFK, because he didn't try to stop the attack on the grudge throwers. He's not doing anything about this charge on the front. The Runesmith's having a great time.
What is happening right now?
He's banking heavily on not giving any orders right now. Oh, hang on, some of them starting to get orders. That Thunder unit just turned slightly. There we go.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my
He
god.
did something. Something happened, confirmed. Maybe he is there, and he just wasn't looking at the front line.
Maybe this is his tactic. He makes Havoc think in the first battle that he's terrible at the game, and then Havoc's going to overestimate him or underestimate him.
Hustling right now. This is a potential option.
And then in the second and third battle, he's going to completely demolish him.
Then I'll go, why don't we make this interesting? Maybe 500 quid for this?
Yeah,
And Havoc's going to be like, yeah, this guy's terrible. I'm definitely going to win. And then boom. That's how you hustle.
Damn, WarriorofSparta.
Wolfrider's trying very hard to do charges, but it just doesn't really do any damage. Oh my god. A lot of explosion. I'm always surprised that the blasting charges are really weak. Like, they don't seem to do anything.
Yeah, they're more like
really powerful.
They're good for disrupting. I think all the explosions in this game don't really do much, but it's good for disrupting the enemy formation, and then your units get free hits in essentially while they're on the floor.
Yeah.
Havoc was targeting all 5 of his Goblin Archer Fanatics on the Runesmith. He's luckily changed his mind now because that was obviously a terrible decision. While it's in melee with Black Orc unit as well. But you need to keep an eye on those Fanatics or Goblin Archer Fanatics because they've got this really cool special attack. I don't know when the archers use it. I don't know. The regular units with Fanatics actually do it like when they get close. But one of them actually is already doing it. Like they've got these goblins,
spinny thing.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
What is that?
So they send out one of their own guys with a wrecking ball essentially, and it sings Miley Cyrus's wrecking ball while it does it as well. It's a nice little effect that they added into the game.
Thanks, Miley, for allowing that.
Yeah, copyrights incoming. But no, anyways, yeah, they do that, and then they completely go for units. Again, it doesn't really do much, to be fair, and they sacrifice one of their own guys, but it looks really cool, and that's important.
That is very important. So it looks like the battle has now just degenerated into an enormous melee on the front line. So
guns are in melee.
I guess that makes sense. A lot of the guns are sitting at the back, having come back from routing right now.
Yeah.
Micro them back
That
in.
was his plan. He was holding back the enemy, and then when they come back from routing, they're in the right position. Oh my god.
Secret plan.
Except they're looking the wrong way, all of them.
That bar perhaps slightly favouring the Orcs. Just a question of who's actually going to win in this straight grind now. I think tactics are pretty much out the window at this point.
I have no idea what's going on.
Looks like the light Wolf Riders are going to get totally owned up. He's losing all of those Havoc is very rapidly. The Chariot's going down as well. The Wolf Chariots, they're going to go. I guess the Black Orcs, though, they are a match for the Dwarven Infantry.
Yeah,
they
pretty
might
good.
gradually kill them, especially because there is this Archer Fire coming in, and although we can't really expect anything from that Archer Fire, do they have poisoned attacks, actually? I believe they do.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
They do, yeah, they debuff the units they're attacking, so they're probably not going to kill much, but they will make the Black Orcs kill faster. Although, to be fair, they're probably also hitting the Black Orcs, so it's just debuffing both sides, since they're just firing into a melee, but there you go.
That. Yeah, looks like, that's exactly what's happening.
Look, the Thunderers are coming back in now to shoot those Boar Boys as they try to go for a rear attack. Oh, I say that. I thought they were going to. Oh, there they are, right. Just doing the old take a while to do the animation trick. Oh, no, still not doing it. There we go.
Looks like both Ungrim and Grimgor are not fighting each other, just sort of hanging back and killing units by themselves.
They're just having a great time.
A lovely old time.
Going strong.
Chariots are about to charge back into the Thunders again, which are now actually being used against the Chariots that are doing something. Oh man, I'm going straight through that unit.
Another devastating looking attack.
Which
and
doesn't do
the health
anything.
bar moved, but it was devastating looking. And they're going to get away with it, I guess. Can they charge back out, or will they get stuck in melee?
Looks like they're just constantly charging through.
They're
really disrupting the unit. Like, this means that the Thunders can't do anything, so over time it does something.
That is definitely something.
Man, this Gyrocopters as well. It's such an when it comes to Gyrocopters, it's really useful that they don't die.
About the Gyrocopters.
Like they've still got 4 units, even though their HP is really low, so they haven't lost any of their damage essentially, which means that all the damage that have been done to them so far is essentially pointless.
Yeah, and they're really freaking out those Night Goblins. They're thinking of leaving, even with loads of their men left.
Yeah, Night Goblins definitely got the greatest morale just because they're
Do not
gobbos.
like this at all. I think Warrior Sparta might actually win this.
Yeah, it's
That's
looking
my
like
current prediction.
he's turning
I
it
think
around. All
just
the Black
on
Orcs are routing.
stats, just his units are better, so going in for the grind is going to favor him.
Yeah. I wonder if this is why Havoc left his Orcs at the back for so long, because he was trying to avoid this fight. Just trying to do as much damage as possible with his cavalry
I guess
and
he was
such.
trying to rain arrows and do micro battles. But eventually, had to go for it, and oh, Gyrocopter's exploding there.
Yep. Sadly, as far as I'm
about
aware,
dying.
they don't actually do any damage with their explosions, which is unfortunate.
That's a
They
shame.
really should.
That would've been cool. Yeah,
There's a
there's
lot of
people
arrows over
barking
there.
Arrows. You would think like a metal gyrocopter would be immune to arrow
Yeah,
fire.
I probably wouldn't give a shit, but
lads.
well, like if one arrow every once in a while punctures through, it should technically
Stuck
hit
in the
something
engine or
vital.
something.
Yeah,
Something could happen.
so I guess that's the way they explain that. I suppose.
So the Orc army's basically fallen back, and it's now probably going to start coming back from routing for a second round.
For a second route.
Second route and a second round. But I'm guessing the Dwarves might be able to just pull this off now. All they really need to do is stand in a line, or even just run at them. No, don't go back to standing in a line. We've had enough of standing
Run
in a
at them.
line.
There's still 3 minutes left in this
let's have
battle.
a different strategy for phase 2 of the battle.
There's
No, he's going to go back and stand in a line.
all
But
those
he's going to use
dwarf
the
units are
guns
so
this
close
time.
to being dead, though. A lot of dead units.
There's some damage ones. Yeah, the Dwarves are just insane with their morale.
Yeah.
Like, units taking 98% casualties, and they're like, no, this is fine. That's steady.
This is okay.
These guys have no psychological damage. They should be shell-shocked, writhing on the floor with madness right now.
They'll never have PTSD either.
Pretty
Or
sure
maybe
they
they'll
were
have like
drunk.
so much of it because they're. Oh yeah, that's probably true. They've forgotten all about
They're
the fight
drunk
the
the
next day.
whole time. That might explain the high morale.
They are dwarves after all. It makes sense.
The Orcs are coming back in now for a second round.
Archers being
Or
shot.
are they? No, they're not.
Archers not doing much really. I think that the archers versus dwarves is a very poor choice because they just don't do enough.
Yeah, basically dwarves are immune to ranged fire. That's one of their special abilities. They're immune to everything. Immune to morale shocks. They're immune to ranged fire.
Immune to
But
magic.
they're weak against microing since they're all slow. So I guess that's their big downside.
Oh, yeah.
So you just have to be pro.
They
to
don't
take
have
the
actually. They
dwarves.
don't have any stats that are like that. They're technically weak, except for like a game. Like if they're bad against a good player, essentially.
That's basically it. Yeah. So in terms of just if you want to select a bunch of units and just run at the enemy, go with dwarves. You'll probably
Yeah.
win. But if the enemy sets up an ambush or something, then maybe it wouldn't work. Who knows? Well, we have definitely seen dwarves lose. At least I'm pretty sure we've seen dwarves lose before.
Yeah,
so
someone
we
mentioned.
know it's possible.
Someone mentioned in one of the comments that the dwarves have yet to lose against Empire. So that's something.
I did see on Reddit the other day some people showing the stats for matchups. And I seem to remember that Chaos are the worst overall faction by a huge margin.
I feel
they
like Chaos
literally all
units
lose.
seem really good, but they end up like being countered pretty easily.
Yeah, they're just sort of good in a bad. They're kind of like the Orc units, where like they're powerful but die quickly, so they don't do well against other powerful units.
Yeah.
I seem to be something like 70% of all battles with Chaos had Chaos lose in it. Like they have a huge loss ratio.
Maybe it's because all the teenagers like, yeah, Chaos are cool because they're the bad guys, and then because they're terrible.
Yeah, they didn't control for scrubbiness, so it could be that a bunch of punks were playing as Chaos, and that's why.
Bunch of idiots.
You never know. All the pros go with the traditional faction.
12-year-olds.
Looks like Grimgor's going in for a one-on-one.
Oh,
with,
yeah. I guess that's his only way of winning is killing off Ungrim, who's fully buffed right
distracted now. Actually, Ungrim's going to run away. He's got his own ideas. He's out of
Makes
there. He's like,
sense.
I'm not having this. But the rest of the army has been routed, so I don't think there's much hope. Balance bar surprisingly strong for the Orc player, despite loss of everything.
Grimgord's
Slowly going away.
pretty
Grimgor's
awesome.
is so powerful.
Oh,
There we
he's
go.
routing.
Right.
There you go.
Finally ends. It's a Pyrrhic victory.
Valiant
So we
defeat.
criticized Sparta's strategy at the beginning, but it worked.
Yeah, and see,
I think that's the magic of the dwarves. You don't even need a strategy. Just leave it in the default starting deployment, walk away. Well, not even that. He made it worse than the default starting deployment. It was less complicated than that, and that was fine.
see, he
So
can't.
that
The
was
thing
good.
is, he can't pull off his 500 quid like tactic anymore. Like he can't. He can't
Oh, Sparta, you ruined it.
Because even when he played like that, he still won. So Havoc's going, well, I can never beat this guy.
Basically without touching the keyboard, which is a pretty good sign. So hopefully he can continue that form in the next battle.
Let's find out.
Let's have a look.
All right, we've arrived on the battlefield for the second battle, the Northern Chaos Wastes. I am looking at Havoc again, but this time he's red because he forgot to save his second replay.
Bastard.
You're looking at Chaos.
I'm looking at the forces of Charles on the northern Charles Wastes as well, so
Oh,
they are going to
their
be
home
fighting on
ground.
their home ground today. The Empire have come for a cheeky invasion. How
Damn,
dare they?
MP Ray, how dare they?
And the first thing you may notice that both sides going for flank vanguard deployments. They're both going to ambush each other, especially on the same side of the map as well.
Yeah,
So
it's
there's like
great.
there's outriders there, and then right next to them doing a vanguard deployment are all those marauders. So they probably saw each other as they were coming in for the ambush, but they decided to just leave each other to it.
Yep.
It's fine.
So to go over the unit deployment, it's a really interesting formation by Havoc. I like this formation. Not sure how
Great
useful
ass
it is,
formation. Look at this.
but I feel like the guns are gonna have a hard time actually firing over the top.
There's
of
no
that.
line of sight.
But it's
It
interesting.
looks really good from above. And that's probably what matters most.
That is important. So there's 5 units of handgunners. He's got 3 units of halberdiers and 3 units of great swords. He's put them in a not like super symmetrical.
Fascinating.
He should have. Well, I guess there's no way to get it actually super symmetrical because the middle part wouldn't work. But eh. And on the side here, it's got 2 Demogryph Knights, and then of course there's Riders that you mentioned just now, going around for the cheeky Vanguard
That rear
deployment.
attack's so cheeky.
The cheek of it.
The cheek of it.
So are we going to see the 70% stat? Is this going to be one of that 70% stat where Charles loses to the Empire? Or Charles just generally loses?
Well, I can make the prediction with 70% surety that yes, it is. So that's something. Well,
it's
maybe
only the
they'll
army.
win, and we'll be able to confirm that either that Warrior Sparta is not a scrub and that everyone else was, or maybe we'll confirm that he is a scrub. I don't even know.
Oh, so scrubby. But what is
Scrub
he using?
rights are on the table for this battle. Anyway, let's have a look. Yeah, he's got 4 Forsaken on his
Forsaken.
left, 4 Forsaken, and 5 Chaos Warriors for the rest of his lines. That's pretty simple. And we've also got a Spawn on either side, Chaos Spawn that is. Got Chaos Sorcerer Fire and the big Lightning Man at the back. And of course, I think it's 4 Marauder Horsemen, all throwing axes version coming in for the rear attack. So we'll have to see how that goes. So I'm guessing both sides can have to react to noticing each other's rear attack. So I don't know if Havoc's special formation will last long, because he might want to do something.
Yeah, I mean, from the I think from unit choices, I feel like the Chaos are in a a very big advantage because those handgunners are gonna have a hard time actually doing a lot of damage over time, and I think the halberdiers are just gonna die really quickly. But we'll wait and
Yeah,
see,
they're not
I
really
guess.
necessary, the halberdiers. So
There's the-
unlikely to get into melee. But
There's the 2 Demogryph Knights, which we know are just super strong.
yeah, I've seen those before. They don't take any damage to anything. So
And they will destroy those Chaos Spawn as
yeah,
well.
they beat Spawn. So they'll probably win the battle on their own. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1, fight. Right, for my amusement. So I'm guessing Sparta's going to do the traditional run forwards a bit tactic on this map.
Unless he's
Although-
just going to sit there again.
He probably started by microing the Marauders, so he's probably going to do something with them first. Yes,
Yeah,
he
they're
is.
all moving.
He's going right in for an attack right away.
Right.
But the Outriders are coming in to do the same thing to him. So it's
I feel
going
like
to
the
be...
Chaos Marauders are probably going to do better. Well, actually, no, probably not, because they're fighting against handgunners. I think this is the chance for the
They might
handgunners
get
to get in
shot.
their damage.
Yeah, so you can fold out. They are
And
all
the-
like anti-armor units. So they're
Yeah.
okay against the great swords, which
They'll
are
be
super armored.
against the Great Swords, yeah.
Oh, handgunners are coming in really close, actually. No,
wow,
they gotta
they're
run.
charging
wait,
them.
Wait,
Oh, never
wait. I think they got too close.
I
went
think
back.
it looks like... no, maybe not. I thought Warrior had noticed the flank attack around his side, but maybe not. He's still moving towards the forces right away. Demogryph Knights are going in a very, very wide flank. Don't know
You
what the
might
hell.
suspect that something's hidden just behind the ridge
I
there.
think those units
see
actually,
it.
according to the minimap, they are hidden right there. So maybe he's leaving them there on purpose.
Ah, yeah, this is his ambush. Very nice. I think the Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes aren't very good. This is my personal experience with using them.
They die
I don't
very
know if they
quickly.
glitched or something, but they have a very, very low fire rate. Like only a few of the men ever throw, and they throw irregularly. So they're not attacking basically. There's a couple of axes.
They're a
going
good
there.
unit for
Maybe
skirmishing
5.
away, like Reichsguard, for example, or like other units. But they're, oh, there's Dragon Ogre Shagov running in there. Yeah, they're good against
Like
skirmishing
Reichsguards.
other units, but oh my god, that lightning strike!
Oh my god, that looked very good.
Yeah.
And the Forsaken.
Oh, and he's charging them into the guns. That's a
Absolute
decent
great
choice, I
time.
suppose. Outriders are still firing away at the Chaos Spawn. Not sure how useful that
Literally
really
ignoring
is.
the Outriders at this stage. He
Yeah.
doesn't care. They're not even doing much damage. Or any
Handgunners are
damage.
already broken, some of them. Are wavering actually, but close enough.
Oh, look at
As-
this mess. Can't even see what's going on. There's so many buff markers. Magic everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, the Chaos Sorcerer Fire is still left at the back there. Not quite sure what the plan
Oh, he's
there
stuck.
is.
The Demigorphs might assassinate him now.
Well, the thing is, That might be. Oh, here it goes. That might be a decent choice. On the other hand, you probably want to get the Demogryphs over as fast as possible. Just ignore the wizard or the sorcerer. How much can he really do?
One unit Demogryph Knights can beat Colic Suneater in a duel. So
oh yeah,
just come and rear attack and smash everything up. They're super powerful. This Demogryphs.
I am looking forward to seeing some fire magic because I haven't actually seen the unit at all yet. So
I think it's just like a giant fireball.
Yeah, I know he does some meteor strike as well. I think there is a meteor strike in the game. Not sure if he does that, but I think so.
These Demogryphs look like they're going for the rear attack on the Chaos Warriors, who are yet to engage.
Yeah, and it looks like the Marauder Horsemen are chasing off the Outrider. I think that's probably a fight they could win. Actually, they're faster, looks like.
They're going to deal with each other. Halberd is managing to fight the Chaos Spawn. They might be okay against
Warriors just noticed the Demogryph Knights and actually completely negated their charge because they just caught one on the edge there.
Yeah, they totally got away with it.
Looks like they actually decided to just run away from that fight and charge in the back anyway now.
Lots
of Chaos Warriors flying into the back of the units, and now the Great Swords, the Great Swords to the back and deal with those guys.
This is so chaotic.
Chaotic, I believe you mean.
It's chaotic, to use the official pronunciation. Outright is getting surprisingly owned up by those Marauders.
Yeah.
Work so easily.
Yeah.
There's some fire magic. There's a fire tornado. Not sure. I think it missed, actually.
It's like a vortex, yeah. It's just going away from the battlefield.
It's going off on its own adventure. It's not going to serve the forces.
This place is already scorched. There's no point in doing this.
No more fire.
Those trees are already dead. Leave them alone.
So what is even happening on this front line? I felt like it looks like it's going really well for Chaos. The balance bar doesn't agree with that assessment.
No.
I felt like Chaos was owning everything up here.
I'm having a hard time deciding what's going on here. So
Colic's taking a lot of damage. I think Geltster is just spamming magic onto Suneater. He's gradually dying.
Looks like it.
Just like hovering up there with nothing that can kill him. So cheeky.
There's so many Charles units yet though. Like how is Empire ever going to win this? The Empire.
Well, you forget they have Demogryph Knights.
Yeah, the two Demogryph Knights. That lightning, by the way, is that a spell that he does or something?
I'm guessing that's Colic's ability.
Let's find out. He has. Oh god, it's not letting me like stay on this unit. He's got Standard Die, Foe Seeker, Deadly Onslaught, Lord of the Storm. Yeah. 5-second duration, cause magical damage, storing versus multiple combatants, blah blah blah. Just a lightning strike, I guess, yeah. Cool, so he's got a magic attack, that's pretty awesome.
He's a great guy. Well, the Empire forces that come back from routing
they're all right there.
Second line, and
this is the plan that Warrior used last time. Their guns, yeah.
Really going to be useful.
This is
the plan. Gunning everyone down. This is actually going to work, and Colic's about to die.
Oh my god, that's going to turn it.
Taking too much of that fire.
Oh my god, he died quickly.
He's getting shot to death. He has no armor.
Oh wow,
he's dead.
He died so quickly there. That was crazy.
That balance bar shifts into Empire's favor now. So that big messy engagement is somehow ending up in Empire's favor.
This is why Chaos always loses. They look like they're doing really well.
They just lose at the end.
Yeah, they just don't do it.
Good. Then they just lose. How did
what
it
the
happen?
hell? Oh, there's a massive fire. That's the sorcerer of fire, I guess, doing a vortex at the end there.
Oh, yeah, he shot something.
It's the same, just like the other thing is leaving.
So it's going off on its adventure. The fire isn't serving Chaos very well today. It's generally not attacking.
I think that first one was actually from Empire, and that this one was from Chaos.
Well, neither of them killed either side. So
no,
at least that's neutral.
Didn't do much.
So yeah, Chaos Force is getting shot to pieces now.
Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time getting to those guns, to be honest.
And those Outriders are back. They managed to deal with the Marauders at some point when I wasn't looking, and now looks like they're going 2-on-1 against the Marauders, trying not to actually fight them.
There's still almost a full unit of Demogryph Knights there, and then where's the other one? Is that this one? Yeah, both of them 22, 23 men remaining.
He's got so many knights left. They're standing right next to that wizard. I don't think they can see him. Go on. No, they're not.
It's so small.
Let him go. They're going to rear attack his infantry. And the main Chaos Blob, which is running at the now very nicely reformed Empire situation.
Yeah, those halberdiers are going to do
getting gunned down. The halberdiers, good resistance against the Chaos Spawn, although it doesn't look like it.
He popped a 100% charge resistance as well. They still got knocked over though. I'm not quite sure how that works.
They get obliterated and the Spawn made it to the second line, but do not pay any attention to what you're seeing on the screen. If you look very closely at these tiny numbers in the corner, it's all fine.
Like
these images do not represent the battle.
There's like this effect going on as well in this corner. I'm not sure if you got that turned on in the options. It's like one of those heat effects, like when you look at the road in real life as well, when you're driving on the road.
Yeah, there's loads of that going on.
Yeah.
Must be pretty hot out here today.
Yeah, it's Chaos Waste. Oh, what the hell? Did he concede?
Bang. I guess he just surrendered.
He must have conceded that one. Wow. That was well, in the end, it wasn't too surprising anymore, but it was for a while there.
Yeah, that was crazy. The Chaos battles are just crazy, so what is it about Chaos? It looked like it was going so well.
Let's hope for Havoc that he doesn't choose Chaos in this final battle.
If he chooses Chaos, he's definitely lost. We better check.
Right, third battle, third map. Empire versus Dwarfs once again. We've seen this matchup a few times in this
Yeah,
tournament
I'm just
so
saying
far.
this is the exact matchup we saw with Rambler versus Moosey. I'm pretty sure he brought Empire Army with a bunch of cannons versus Dwarfs sitting at that end of the map. So
And Rambler ended up winning that, didn't he?
I don't remember actually. Did he?
I think he did, yeah, because he went through, and that was the final battle. Yeah, I think he won that.
I guess the point is the Empire have cannons and the Dwarves don't. So is that going to dictate how this battle goes? So Sparta is going to be able to just sit there and fire generally in Havoc's direction, try and force Havoc to make the very slow run across that super open terrain.
Yeah, doesn't have
So
a
got
lot
a
of
nice
cover
early
there.
advantage because of that.
Maybe you can cover behind these little, like, dinky grass
You could
things.
go and hide somewhere.
They are very small, the Dwarves, so maybe they can just crawl and they'll
I
never
guess
be
they're
noticed.
harder to hit. That's something. Is it racist? Probably.
Anyway, units. We are looking at some Longbeards at the front here, some Hammers on the flanks. Oh, and Longbeards are great weapons at the flanks. 5 units of Thunderers, some more Hammers and Longbeards are great weapons at the back. It's interesting that you put all the Hammers on the right side and all the Longbeards are great weapons on the left side. Even the units at the back. And he's brought Forgrim Grudgebearer as his legendary lord with the Master Engineer.
Master Engineer hidden in there.
Indeed. So that is the Dwarven army.
And Sparta. So for Empire, we've got 2 Outriders going for a vague Vanguard deployment out down in this little. What is that? Is that a river?
Does look like a dried up river, perhaps, yeah.
Something like that. So they're sitting down there. So I'm guessing they're going to be exploiting their maneuverability. There's 1 unit of Demogryph Knights currently hidden down there. So I'm guessing they're going to spring out at some point during the battle. And then the main line has those 2 cannons at the front, as we said. So I'm guessing he's going to want to just bombard the Dwarfs and see what they do. Then a line of missiles, which, oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. So it's all hand gunners and then 1 unit of crossbow. Why?
There must have been
showing up.
Must have been budgets. Must have been
budget, but there's no excuse.
He would have been better off bringing like another infantry or something, because the crossbowmen just don't do anything as Dwarfs. There's no point.
Here's my proposition. If you want to do this, you can bring 1 of your crossbowmen, but you got to not put them in the same line as the handgunners. If you put them in the line as the handgunners, look, it just looks cheap. It looks like you failed. It looks like you tried and failed. Put them at the back. Like, put them back there, and it'll look like, oh, you were worried about gyrocopters, so you brought 1 unit of crossbows to shoot them or something. Like,
And that is officially Devin's advice.
I'm all about the cosmetics of your initial formation. I don't really care about your tactics. I don't even care what units you brought. It just matters.
You're only here to judge like people, the way they look.
So,
appearances based. You're very shallow, Devin.
I'm
You're
pretty
very
shallow, but I have internal theories so that it's a good way of analyzing battles. But anyway, and his main line is great swords, which you don't really need to say for the Empire because it's
always great swords.
And he's also got a bright wizard. And is it Franster? Yes, I think it is.
It's a very smart. That's a very smart wizard.
Franster.
Right.
So, shall we see what happens in 3, 2, 1? Fight each other.
Long battle, 11 minutes.
Oh, it is a long battle. So let's see. The cannons immediately given orders to start firing at the doors. Are the doors going to just like rush forward, seeing this? This is what I wonder.
Maybe it takes so long because they're just going to sit there getting shot by cannons the entire battle until they all die.
It might be 10 minutes of them gradually being defeated. It could be that Havoc's going to go for an AFK strategy, seeing that it worked for Sparta as the Dwarfs. But yeah, with the artillery disadvantage, I don't know if that's quite as good. Cannons have to shuffle forwards a bit before they can actually fire.
Definitely, I think this is the second time. In the last battle, he went for a kind of defensive formation again. Oh, he's moved the entire formation over to the right, just in the same formation, essentially.
Run sideways. I might reduce some of the damage he's taking.
I guess he grouped up the entire army and just like put him slightly towards the right. I'm not sure why exactly.
Sparta's running quite far forwards. This is what happened with Rambler, where we thought he had the big artillery advantage, but he's actually basically running into melee anyway. He could just do nothing and like slowly gain an advantage, force the Dwarfs to move against him.
Yeah. I feel like Havoc should make his line a lot thinner so that when he takes shots, especially here from the sides, when he takes shots, that he doesn't lose like 10 men from a single volley.
Yeah, because as it grinds along the ground, if it hits in the flank of the unit, like that one did, then it's going to do some big damage.
Oh my word.
So gradually...
He's taking a lot of losses here.
Let's see, cannons have 17 kills and 41 kills.
Holy word.
They've already killed 50 Dwarfs, and that's quite a lot of Dwarfs. That's half a unit.
That's a lot of stunties on the floor.
Yeah, the main line of missile troops from Sparta is basically just running to get into range. I think he's not going to prolong the battle. And I'd recommend...
if I was him, I would just sit there
and get away with
prolonging
this.
Yeah.
He could just sit there and just wait.
Especially in this thick formation, you can get so much damage on these units here.
If anything, he should run backwards. Should be as far as possible. He wants to make the dwarves run. Make him tired, get him shot.
Well, he does have those 5. Well, I guess, I mean, it's 5 guns versus 5 guns, and then actually that's 5v5. Which in that case, the dwarves actually have an advantage. So yeah, he doesn't even really want to go into that battle.
Run away, Sparta! Run away! Spartans! Run away!
He is a warrior of Sparta. He doesn't run from any battle.
Yeah, that's true. He's pulling inspiration from the courage of his ancestors, probably.
His English ancestors. At least he's not French.
Thank the Lord.
Oh
it's
god.
Almost sick in my mouth.
Lord Rexasaur is going to be very offended.
What, he's French? Oh god, right, unfriend.
He's French. Yeah, he's actually French, but he lives in England.
He has a consolation. Culturally English. That's a start.
These guys are getting absolutely blown apart by the cavalry, by the artillery even.
Cavalry cannons.
Damn cavalry. Oh yeah, well, this is completely irrelevant. Probably shouldn't even bother talking about this, but in our co-op, someone mentioned they should add cataphract, wizard. Well, that's what your joke, and then elephant, and there's a whole bunch of things combined, which would have been pretty damn useful.
They missed a lot of opportunities for cool units going into the fantasy setting. It is a shame. Yeah, but no wizard cataphracts. But yeah, they're getting shot to pieces, those dwarves.
Yeah, still just being
they're
shot.
Sort of just running into it.
Holding a very large contingent against that one Demigryph Knight there. Just half his army is pointing
Knight's so powerful that he has to deploy his whole army against it.
He's getting, well, I don't know, but I feel like it's already won, really. I mean, don't underestimate the dwarves. They're still pretty good even when they're small. Like you said earlier, the morale is so high, they're not going to rout very easily, as one of the units is already gone.
That unit's back from routing with its entire unit destroyed.
I love that, the health thing. It's got 26 men remaining. Look at its tiny sliver of health. Every hit's going to be a kill there.
So the gunner's now running away. A couple of those longbeards trying to sneak in for some melee fun, but the great swords are going to go for it, by the looks of it. They're going to challenge... Oh no, they're running away again.
So much running away in this battle.
I think Franstein needs to come and catch up to the battle. Still waiting at the back.
I feel like these dwarven units are so weak now that one Demigryph Knight could just win the rest of the battle by himself.
Basically. Go on, Demigryph Knights. Prove
Get in there.
I want to see the kills on these cannons now.
Not a single regular shot has been fired. Actually, no, there's a few handgunner shots been fired. But besides that, like, it's been almost cannons solely doing all the damage so far.
Cannons are doing very well. You know, handgunners have got a couple of kills between, but the cannons have killed over 100 dwarves now.
92 and 93. Wow, yeah, almost 200.
You know, Longbeards looked like it was going to charge the line of greatswords on its own with its couple of men, but they decided against it, which is probably the correct decision. So now Havoc's going to have a good time because Warrior's pulled back all his handgunners, so he can bring up the Thunderers to shoot the greatswords if they are just going to stand there. So I'm guessing that's what he's going to do. Can't really tell what he's doing. Havoc's very messy.
These three battles have been really weird so far. Oh, there's
so much shizzle. Getting set on fire.
Going
in there. Tolerate that. They're not too bothered. Thunderers having a cheeky battle with the Outriders at the back.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
This Havoc, can you make a formation that's easier to commentate on, please?
Can't tell what you're doing.
It's so messy.
Longbeards are great weapons getting shot and not doing anything about it. He could turn one of his... Actually, this Thunderer... Okay, never mind. The Thunderer is firing back, so he's doing something about it.
So even though I was criticizing Sparta for being too aggressive, this is going pretty well. Like, going hard with the missile attacks is going very well for him right now.
Yeah.
So I take it back.
He's completely surrounded him as well, so Havoc's having to put contingents of men at the back just to hold back the Outriders and they're mostly Demigryph Knights as well. So he's pulling away the formation. One of the hammers charging towards the handgunners, but Warrior actually using his skirmish modes to get those guys out of there.
Surely they can't catch them. They're only a tiny bit slow, actually. Yeah, they are going to catch them.
Oh my god, hammers
could be in trouble.
Dwarves are natural sprinters, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's in this universe, right?
It's actually in both.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well,
the thing is,
why am I not surprised?
Obviously, Gimli says it in Lord of the Rings, but in that Call of Warhammer mod, whenever you click a dwarf agent, they make really they say really annoying things. And one of those things is dwarves are natural sprinters. You know that exact sentence.
Well, that's probably just stolen from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, probably. Just like everything else is stolen from the real world, but that's a different story for a different day. Anyway, things are still being shot. I don't think we've seen any melee yet, except for that one hammer unit that's in there now.
Greatswords still waiting for their chance, because I think Sparta's seeing how well it's going.
Yeah, he doesn't
by
have to
just
change
shooting stuff and just the cannons still doing their work, firing at that tightly packed Dwarven formation.
Some of his handgunners actually routing now, though, so he's going to start losing that range. Okay, he's moving the greatswords in now.
The hammers, took out a unit, but the greatswords now going to duel with them.
I think it's good time. It looks like those hammers are actually destroying those greatswords. I mean, their health is lower, but they're killing. Actually, no, it's about even. But they already lost 20 men before that fight even started. I think because he moved his unit out just now, he started losing a lot of men. So he started charging into that other handgunner unit over there.
They're getting rear attacked essentially now.
Yeah.
Right, more gun attacks onto the flanks of those longbeards with great weapons. Nice.
Oh my god.
Some juicy
The really blocky formations is killing Havoc right now. If he just spread his men out a lot more than he did so far, it probably would go a little bit better.
If only there was a loose formation button.
Oh god.
But they forgot about that. They forgot to put it in.
Yeah, I'm a bit sad. There's no formation buttons whatsoever. There's no like. There's
you have no
choice.
There's
no bonsais or no Yari walls. There's nothing. There's just the units.
I really need a Yari wall. Can we put that in? ZA, can you patch that in? I'm pretty sure it'd be easy.
I just mean in general. There's nothing. Oh, the Outriders forgetting to run away from the hammers, which are being shot point blank by the way.
They're in trouble now.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Demigryphs still haven't been used. They're just a threat.
They're just
even when they don't even do anything, they're defeating the whole army, and they're not even moving. That's how powerful
the meteor shot being landed on like 4 or 5 units at the same time, not doing much.
Standing on top of each other.
Why are they standing like that?
Oh, there's another one. Fire vortex ripping that formation.
Oh my god, that one unit is just.
It just doesn't do any damage.
It's not losing anything.
Magic
actually,
looks really good, as I keep saying, but they're actually fine, so they're going to continue on. But yeah, the bounce bar's super
The only spell I've seen that does really good, that's not the Spirit Leech or Fate of whatever the hell is.
Spirit Leech is really good.
There's one spell that's actually like a physical thing that's really good, and that seems to be the Foot of Mork or Gork, whichever one it is. Because from what I've seen, it doesn't kill many units, but it does a ridiculous amount of health damage. I only saw it being used once, but it almost killed a unit by itself, so I think that's a decent spell, but it probably costs a lot of mana.
Ordered one of his cannons to go and stand in the middle of the Dwarven formation. Suspect that might be a mistake. Probably trying to give it an attack order, but it is now just moving in.
Oh my god, it's probably been moving for the last like 5 minutes because of that.
Yeah, that could have been killing so many things. So well, Demigryph Knights finally being deployed, rear attacking that group of Dwarven infantry.
Dwarfs flying all over the place.
Getting smashed up. So many of the Dwarven melee infantry just hasn't engaged in melee at all, and yet have been totally destroyed by the ranged fire. I think WarriorofSparta's played this perfectly. It's gone exactly like it needed to for him.
I feel like there could have been better tactics being used by.
Yeah, it wasn't as if it was uncounterable.
He should have done.
So far, it's gone well.
Right from what you said at the start. He should just charge in as fast as possible, and even then, it was like that. As dwarves, you want to bring cannons or at least some kind of long artillery. It's what they're known for. But yeah, he should have just charged in, or at least try and get into the valley or something, so he gets out of line of sight from those cannons or something. But he just sort of moved towards the side a little bit whilst getting shot at.
Ended up getting shot for the whole battle. Well, Franster actually got almost killed. He's running away.
The Forgrim just got shot by one of those like aim spells.
Yeah, the fireball thing. Demigryph
being charged by a really odd formation. Demigryph Knights. I have no idea what's going on with the formations in this battle.
If only the Demigryphs could kill the guys carrying his chair, he would be immobilized, but they are too honorable for that. They're going to hit the chair itself.
I always think it's interesting that this is the first time in any battle ever, well, not any battle, but any universe, I guess, that left-handed people get used in battle. Because there's 2 of those guys on that thing have to wield their shield with their right hand, so they must be left-handed, or at least they probably are.
My god, finally some representation for the left-handed minority.
Exactly.
So discriminated against.
More dwarfs being flung about by the Demigryph Knights. Wouldn't they just there should be a thing where they break their necks or something. That's one way for them to die. When because they get flung all over the place by those cavalry charges.
Yeah, look at the blood force trauma damage these guys are taking. This isn't even realistic.
And there we go. Wow, what a battle.
That was a good battle. So Sparta pulling through.
That
those
was
tactics,
a battle.
He had it. He's gone from AFK to micro madness in the final battle.
Sending his cannons into melee.
And then melee cannons, controversial strategy. But he won the battle. Well, it works.
Congratulations, Warrior. We'll see you in the next round. Havoc, thank you for participating. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Players.
And
There'll be
that
more
was fun.
exciting battle commentaries coming very soon. There's cannons. They were so close at the end. They're actually firing at point blank range in those final frames. They were right in there. They knew what they were doing. That was deliberate.
My
But anyway.
God. Anyway, until next
Gabe,
time, thank you all
see
very
you
much for
next
watching.
time.
Have a good day and goodbye.